Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Well, really, it's not just me. It's me and all of my colleagues. I'm connected to the best and the brightest minds in the house cleaning industry, and if I don't have an answer to your question, I know where to go to get it. Yay! Okay, so today's question comes from a house cleaner who wants to know, every time I go to a customer's house, am I supposed to clean the bathroom vanity and all of the stuff that's next to the bathroom sink? Am I supposed to be wiping down all those jars of perfume and soap dishes and toothbrush holders and all that stuff? Is that my job, or am I just supposed to clean the vanity and leave all the other stuff as is? All right, here's the answer to your question. The bathroom vanity is one of the places that is most used in the house. And so it is a hot spot, and it is a key area that you want to focus on every single time you clean a house. Now, if you rotate chores throughout the house, you still want to clean the bathroom vanity every single time, because people spend a lot of time there every day brushing their teeth, shaving, putting on their makeup, whatever. This is their space, okay? So you want to spend a lot of time and make sure you get this space right. You're going to start at the top of the room, and you're going to make sure there are no cobwebs. Get the cobwebs down first. We're going to work from the top all the way down. Having said that, people look up at the lights. So if there's hairspray on the lights, if there's dust on the lights, you want to clean all of that as well. You can do that with a Swiffer duster. Maybe you need to get up on there and you need to wipe them down manually. I don't know. Once they're clean, you can go ahead and just maintain them with a duster. But you want to make sure that the lights and the light fixtures are free of dust and cobwebs, because while people are brushing their teeth, that's where they're looking. All right, now moving on down. There's a great big mirror in front of the vanity. What is on the mirror? A lot of people have little Post-it notes with reminders on there, or they have little sayings that you might see on a Pinterest board that will say like love, friendship, and happiness. If that decal is on the mirror, and it is intended to be on the mirror, clean around it and don't mess with it. But if they've tried to pick it off and half of it is already picked off, you want to go ahead and finish that project. This you'll do with a razor. Now, if you're using a razor on a mirror, and we use lots of razors on mirrors, but you want to make sure that if you're using a razor on a mirror, it's because you're scraping off toothpaste flecks, or you're scraping off decals or sticky notes or tape or something that has been on the glass. Before you use a razor on a mirror, you want to make sure that the razor is wet and the mirror is wet. Because if you take a dry razor and you scrape it across that glass, there's a tendency that you're going to scrape or scratch the mirror. So you want the mirror and your razor blade to be wet. And that way you can just spray a little something on there, let it soak for a second, scrape it off with your razor, and it comes right off. Then you can go ahead and wipe the rest of the window down. Now, when you are cleaning the mirror, you want to go in the S pattern, right? We've discovered this is a speed cleaning technique. We don't want to wash the mirror in a circle, because if we wash it in a circle, when we come back around, the part that we just wiped, we're now bringing the dirty stuff from below to the top. So we want to start at the top, and we want to go in an S-shaped pattern all the way down the mirror. That way we're wiping everything and we're not backtracking over any area we just cleaned. So instead of spraying stuff on the mirror, spray it on your rag. Because if you spray it on the mirror, stuff is going to fall below, and then it's going to get on all the stuff that's below. We don't want to have to duplicate our work. So spray it on the rag, wipe the mirror down, and once the mirror is clean, now you're at the vanity. Okay, so what is on the vanity? There's lots of stuff on the vanity, everything from perfumes to hairsprays to makeup. There's going to be toothbrushes, razors, contact solution, whatever it is that people use. And so you want to make sure that if it's a his and hers vanity, that you keep their stuff separate. There are two people that use this vanity. And if it's a his and hers, make sure that the stuff is separate. Okay, so the secret to how to do everything, my secret, is scoop it all in a pile. Just scoop it all in a pile so that you can clean the areas that you can clean. Then you're going to put stuff back. Put stuff back in an organized fashion so that it's easy to find. All the deodorants go together. All of the eye solutions or eye drops or contact solutions, all that stuff goes together. All of the toothbrush stuff goes together. Toothpaste, toothbrushes, toothpicks, dental floss, whatever it is, they all go together. You want the area underneath all the stuff to be clean. And if there's dust and there's gunk and stickiness and toothpaste on these items, yeah, you want to wipe them down. It doesn't take a long time, but you'll need a wet, damp cloth. Just run over the tops of them really quickly, stack them back. You're already going to pick them up to stack them in order, right? So as you pick them up, wipe them down really quickly. And go quickly. Don't be stopping to smell the perfumes and to be reading the labels on what's on the toothpaste. And I wonder, this is sensitive toothpaste. I wonder if this customer has sensitive teeth. Don't do any of these things. Just go quickly about your business. Wipe the stuff down, put it back in an organized fashion. After you've cleaned the handles of the faucets, then you want to clean out the basin of the sink and you want to clean the fronts of the cupboards that the vanity is sitting on. Now, if there's really sticky stuff, lots of times people have toothpaste or soap on their hands and they open the drawers and there's all kinds of junk. This, you will use a white rag with some dishwashing soap. That's going to cut all the grease, all the gunk, all the fingerprints, everything off the front of the cupboards, and it's not going to harm the wood. So you're going to use a wet rag with dishwashing soap for the fronts of the cupboards, and then you're going to dry them with a dry rag. While you're on your knees and you're down there working on the cupboards, you want to take your rag and go all the way around all the baseboards and that area underneath the cupboards. That's a big hot spot for cobwebs and spider webs because they hide up underneath that cupboard ledge. So you want to wipe all that down, and then because hair falls, toothpaste falls, hairspray falls, you want to get that floorboard area around it before you mop the floor. And that is the whole process from top all the way to the floor for that vanity area. It's a whole process. And like I said, you want to do it every single cleaning. You do not want to skip and just say, well, I did that last time. Do it every single time because that's where your customer spends a significant amount of time every single day. And that, my friend, is how you do a bathroom vanity. Alrighty, and so until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.